Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a comparison of the Louis Vuitton mini pochette. Oh boy, the sun is really strong this morning. It's a little harsh on the camera, but I hope it doesn't bother you. Versus the Coach wristlet that I recently purchased for my daughter as she celebrated her 10th birthday not too long ago. And many of you saw that I posted a photo of this wristlet on my Instagram, and you reached out asking me to share a little bit more detail. And some of you said that you already own the wristlet and you're wondering whether or not it is worth it to add the mini pochette to your collection as well. And others mentioned that you've been really hunting down the mini pochette or stalking the Louis Vuitton website and kind of growing impatient, given that these little pieces are a little tricky to get a hold of. And many of you reached out saying maybe it's not worth it to hold out for the mini pochette and instead go for the Coach wristlet if it holds just about the same. So I am going to see whether or not all of the items that I have packed inside my mini pochette will fit neatly and nicely into the Coach wristlet. I don't know. The sizes are a bit different here, and I'll show you that in a minute. But the mini pochette is definitely much more expensive. So the Coach wristlet is an affordable alternative potentially. This one here I purchased for $310 last year. Since then, Louis Vuitton has had 2 price increases, and now this little baby is $365 in the US. That is a little over a 17% increase, I believe, in just a year, so pretty substantial. And I had mentioned not too long ago that I also purchased this in the monogram print to hang on for my daughter. She's too young now. She's only 10, as I mentioned. I will hang on to it for a few years, maybe until she's 16, 17, or 18 years old, and gift it to her then. She doesn't even know that I purchased it. I've tucked it away and it's hiding. But I purchased the monogram print because A, it's hard to find. B, it seems like the quality is quite inconsistent, so when I did get a hold of one that was well made, I thought, why not? And the prices keep going up, and I imagine they will continue to go up. And after doing some quick math, I estimated that by the time my daughter turns 18, this little mini pochette will cost upwards of $1,000 or more. So I know that sounds crazy, but obviously there's inflation and the value of money will change, I think, in 8 years' time. But still, that is a lot of money for this little piece here. I love this piece. I use it pretty much daily. It is my favorite small leather good item from any brand, let alone Louis Vuitton, but it is not cheap. So if you are looking for a more affordable alternative, this may be a good option for you. Let me just show you the details on this wristlet first. So it's got this beautiful bubblegum pink. It also comes in other colors and also fabric versus this pebbled leather. And it has the brass hardware. It says Coach New York. By the way, for those of you who are not as familiar with Coach as a brand, I did do a video not too long ago talking about the history and the heritage of Coach. I think they're actually really underrated, and I'm glad to see that they're making a pretty strong comeback. So if you're interested in watching that video, I'll link it down below in the description box. And the sun is coming through really hard here. Okay, so here you have a very smooth zipper, and when you open it up, it is actually the same matching pop of pink on the inside, but this is fabric lined. And then actually I really like that for the wristlet there are 2 slit pockets here, so you can put your cards for easy access, and it's a little bit more organized than putting it all in one main compartment. So that is what the inside looks like. Here you have a detachable wristlet strap. It's in the matching pebbled leather. You also have the signature Coach tag that every piece comes with. It is also removable. If you wanted a cleaner look, it would just have nothing on it, and it would be this sort of slim, slender pouch that you can throw into another bag, or you can use it just like this as a wristlet. I thought my daughter can carry it on her wrist, or even just because she's little, she can hold it in her hand like so. And by the way, I just want to caveat this video or my purchase by saying my daughter is only 10. This is her first designer piece technically. She has no idea what that even means. She has no idea what the significance is. I certainly did not emphasize that fact to her because she's a kid and I want her to be a kid. I just wanted to get this for her because I thought it was really fun and she could use it for her school supplies and plop in some pencils and erasers, or she can use it when she's running around shopping with me on the weekends, what have you. So I figure she's going to use this for many, many years. I'm certainly not going to go and splurge and buy her many other designer pieces. This is probably it for several years to come. I remember getting my very first designer piece when I saved up my allowance as a teenager, and I bought this tiny little Coach bag. You know, those the ones with all the little CC logos on it. I think I was maybe 16 or something like that. And it was actually really gratifying to purchase it for myself. So I don't want to take that pleasure away from her either. I want her to be able to buy her own designer bag on her own with her own hard-earned money. So I just wanted to say that because there was a little bit of controversy, maybe not controversy, but there were some comments on my Instagram basically calling me out and asking me, wow, did you really buy a designer piece for your 10-year-old? And yes, I did, but I will not be, spoiling her with other designer pieces for a long time to come. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so let me put this down here, and then I'm going to show you a close-up of the mini pochette. And I'm sure you've seen this piece before many times. It has a strap as well, but it is a chain strap, and only one side is removable, and some people I know like to clip it all together on one side here like so, and you can wear it like a wristlet. You cannot detach this entirely because, as you can see, this side here does not have a clasp, so this remains on. And I actually prefer to keep it just like so. I love the dangling effect. I feel like it's a piece of jewelry on the pouch, and I love the jiggling sound. I don't know, I'm a very tactile person. You guys know that. Sensory things just kind of, I don't know, it's like music to my ears. So anyway, let me open this up. So this is pretty packed right now with all of the things that I carry with me on a daily basis. I wouldn't pack it any more than this. I like to have some air pockets. I don't like to overstuff my items, but let me show you the beautiful pop of red. The red lining comes with the Damier Ebene print. There's also, like I said, the monogram print that has the brown chestnut lining, and there's also the Damier Azur, which is the lighter checkerboard, kind of like the creamy pink tone, and it has the lighter lining. And then right now I know the Escale collection is really popular. That is the pastel monogram that has almost like that tie-dye effect. It's the bigger monogram. Really fun, really feminine. Not my personal style, but I do think that it's really fun. I could see why it's selling out everywhere. So let me just take everything out of here. I'm just literally going to dump. It's not pretty, but I'm just trying to be efficient. So I dumped everything out. This is what it looks like. It's just one compartment. Let me give you a close-up of the size difference. So the Coach wristlet is noticeably larger from the front. You've got about an inch more of height and slightly more than an inch on the side here. So it's taller and wider. But if you look at it from this angle, hold on. Let me just get this out of the way. Okay. You see from here, the wristlet is much slimmer, whereas the mini pochette from the side, you've got about an inch at the widest part of the base. It also has this more triangular shape to it, versus the wristlet going straight down, being very slender. So I'm curious to see how all of my items will fit. I'm going to plop the cards in first. You know what? I will actually put some in here just to show you what that looks like. It's actually really easy. It's a good size. Easy to get in and out for quick access. And then I will put the band-aids in. I always have some band-aids with me in case my kids get boo-boos. Here's my favorite L'Occitane hand cream, which you probably saw if you've been here before. I'm kind of running out now. I need to get more, but it's the Honey Harvest scent. It's so delicious. So I'll put that in there. And then I've got the Dior Lip Glow. I know this is a very popular lip product. Many of you own it. Mine is in the rosewood color. It just adds a tiny little stain to my natural lip color. And this one actually, to my surprise, has been my favorite lip product these days. It's from Givenchy. I actually love the case. It's super tall and slender. Everything I'm talking about today feels very like slim and slender. But this pink part here is actually genuine leather. And then this too is a very subtle color. This is called Perfect Pink. It is super subtle. Just adds a tiny bit of sheen to my lips. I'll stand that up since the Coach wristlet is taller, so I can probably stand more things up in here versus in the mini pochette. I wonder if this would work too. Yes, okay. You know what, let me lay that down. Okay, and then I've got a pen, and then I've got these single packets of Purell for hand sanitizing. I've got my Saint Laurent Mon Paris perfume that my friend gifted to me, and then my trusty Burt's Bees lip balm. Although now I don't use this as much because the Dior lip glow is quite moisturizing, and the Givenchy one at first I didn't think was moisturizing, but it is now. I don't know, maybe my lips have adjusted, so I'm not using my Burt's Bees as often. So I've got this packed. Let me see. Wow. Okay, so this is what it looks like packed with the same items from the side. There's really no major bulging. It looks fine to me. There are some small air pockets just like there were when I had them in the mini pochette. So to my surprise, I'm going to say that both the Coach wristlet and the mini pochette hold essentially the same amount. I would look at this. It's pretty full. I guess I could lay maybe 1 or 2 more thin, longer items up top if I wanted to, but I think if I overstuff it, the items will fall to the bottom and create a bulge in the center like so, and that's not pretty. So I want to have it kind of spread out all the way to the top. So this is as full as I would do it. Now if you have longer items like a lip pencil or a brow pencil that exceeds the length of your mini pochette, then the wristlet is going to work better for you. I think that in the mini pochette, either longer items won't fit or you might have to put them in diagonally, which is not ideal, right? But yeah, wow, look at that. They both hold about the same amount. So this one here, I can't remember if I said the price. This retails for $75, and it was on sale when I purchased it for my daughter, so I paid about $52 or $53 plus tax, which I think is very reasonable for a leather piece made from Coach. If you look at the price difference, if you're on a budget, you're going to pay 5 times at least more for the mini pochette compared to the Coach wristlet. So that is a factor determining, which one is best for you. I think that this one is better for mini bags because it's more compact. If you tend to use larger bags or maybe tote bags, I think the wristlet would be perfectly fine if you wanted to plop this in to one of your larger bags, or just use it as a wristlet just like this. The only other thing I will mention is that with the mini pochette, because there are hoops or loops on both sides here, you see, you can actually add a strap, whether it be a leather strap or a longer chain strap. You guys know, if you've been here before, I purchased a beautiful chain strap for my pochette accessoire, and I've been really enjoying styling that pochette in different ways with different lengths, wrapping the chain around, and I can also use it on the mini pochette. So it's just really fun, and it makes it more versatile, whereas the Coach wristlet has only one loop here, so you wouldn't be able to hang anything on the other side, so you just have to use it just like this. So I hope that makes sense. I hope this video was helpful. I know there were a lot of questions. I hope I answered all of those questions. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new to my channel and you enjoy this type of content, I would love for you to subscribe and join the fun. Thank you so much. Till next time. Bye-bye.